iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans, to the Music City. That's right, down below us here as our camera pans around. That is the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, one of the most historic tracks on our schedule here this season, and we brought a brand new car from the iRacing.com service. The SRX machines are here tonight. It's a wheel, deal, and battle all around this half-mile speedway. The Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series is back live here on a Thursday night with Red Light Racing, as these drivers have just gone through a qualifying session. And, well, what do you say we just head trackside here tonight to talk about this one, because it is about to kick off. Let's get to that starting lineup here tonight with a brand new pole sitter for the first time in his career with Red Light Racing on a Thursday night. Your Six Rings Racing starting lineup looks like this. Richard Murdoch in the 01 will snag the pole here tonight, while the driver of car number 42 of Max Terriel will start P number 2. Just behind them, the two Fox Racing entries here. One driven by car number 2 of Michael Trevarth, and the other one, car number 46, that's the rookie Cody Meadows. Back into the fifth starting spot here tonight, driving car number 53, that'll be Victor Valls. And how about the Colt Peppers Bakery and Cafe entry? That's right, that'll be Brian Bianchi starting back into the sixth spot. Seventh spot here tonight, car number 17, that'll be Chad Allcares. And back into the eighth position, that'll be Dave Bragg and car number 31. Back into the ninth starting spot here tonight, car number 40, that'll be Rob Higgins. Dalton Williamson in car number 1 will start from the 10th spot. Starting in the 11th spot here tonight will be the number 38 of Brandon Feeney, and Joshua Buckley in car number 13 will roll from 12th. Starting back into the 13th spot here tonight, then that'll be the number 81, that'll be Ken Allen. And back into the 14th starting spot, car number 52, Chris Oliver. How about the 271 of Aiden Alvecchione? He'll start back into the 15th spot. 62 tonight here, that'll be TJ Henson in 16th. 17th to Steve McCormick. 18th to the number 30 of Bob Higgins. That's your starting lineup, brought to us by our friends over at Six Rings Racing, getting ready to go here tonight. 100 laps, the scheduled distance here from the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, I should say, for these drivers here tonight. Don't want to confuse it with the concrete track just down the road outside the city limits. Another good speedway here in Nashville, but that's not the one we're racing at here tonight. The SRX cars did make their debut here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. where you saw both the Elliots battle it out to see who was going to pick up the win. It was Chase Elliott that prevailed that night. Tonight, though, we make history of our own here with the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series. These drivers ready to rip and roar. Here we come, this time out on turn number 4. 100 laps for the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series is Green Flag Racing. Oh, hang on. Problems already off the start. Richard Murdoch from the race lead. Going to get turned around. And, now the Bacon entry. Ken Allen going to go around also. There you see the Bacon Fanatic. Oscar Mayer Wiener entry. As Ken Allen, Richard Murdoch turned from the race lead here on the opening lap here of tonight's contest. We're going to have to take a look back here and see what happened to Murdoch. He was the pole setter here tonight. And out of turn number 2, it all came unglued. Watch it back. Watch the 0-1 down to the inside. There's the number 2, Trevarthen just behind him, right into the back. I believe that was the 17 to Chad Allcares also. They got a piece of the 0-1 of Richard Murdoch. Right there, you can see the 2. Right into the back end of the 0-1 of Murdoch, and around he goes. Joshua Buckley also going to get a little piece of that. Riding on board with Ken Allen. Here Allen on the brakes hard, trying to come into that, stay out of the wreck, and unfortunately becomes part of that wreck. So that's the first caution flag of the evening here. One driver trying to scurry off pit road. That's the number 17 of Chad Allcares. Richard Murdoch is still down on pit road with the 0-1. There you see Murdoch. He's going to try and get some damage fixed on that car. Right now, he is being scored a lap down to the race leaders. Hopefully, Murdoch, who set the quick time here tonight for the first time ever in his short track career, lasted all of 2 corners. Coming into the night, something we didn't get to talk about earlier on here tonight. The points championship standings coming into Nashville. It has Max Terrill on the top spot. 20-point lead over Michael Trevarthen. And a 39-point lead over Joshua Buckley, who sits 3rd overall in the championship standings coming into the night. Dave Bragg is 4th overall, 43 points out of the race championship top spot. And Chad Allcares was 44 points back behind Max Terrill in that championship standings. So still a lot of close drivers in striking distance. We're only on race number 8 here out of the 16 scheduled. So call this, well, this is actually race 9. 8 completed, working 9 out of the 16 championship races. Green flag coming back up here. We'll restart with 5 laps into the books. This time we're trying with Max Terrill on the front row, along with the 46 of Cody Meadows. Meadows to the outside, and it looks like, oh, that car got real tight on the exit there, turn 2. Had to back out of it, was going for the race lead, trying to go to everything she had, Captain. First official lap of Green Flag Racing completed here tonight. Max Terrill getting that one. One driver up to the outside, about the 3rd groove, if you will. That is the number 14 of Brian Bianchi. There you see the red and black Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe, number 14, MA of Brian Bianchi. He's picked up 2 spots, but one driver's picked up more. Caution lights on again here. And the Oscar Mayer Bacon entry is turned around. One driver already back to pit road. That's going to be the number 62 of TJ Henson. So 3 cars involved here in this one. Henson right there in the black South Point, and he spins it around, and nowhere for Ken Allen to go. Bob Higgins slows down, and then that is Chad Allcares getting involved. This is from Chad Allcares onboard camera here tonight. Allcares was running back into the 15th position. Track just kind of got clogged up there on the front straightaway. Couple cars coming to pit road. That is all cars in the green and white machine just at the bottom right-hand side of our screen. And you also see Ken Allen back there. Richard Murdoch still continuing to be on pit road. He's still here tonight for all the Murdoch fans. He's just a couple of laps down now. He's still here tonight in Nashville, trying to sing a pretty song. So we are working the second caution flag. This time by, we'll complete 10 laps. Didn't get the one to go signal that time by, so we'll go around one more time. Race fans, who we pulling for here tonight? 18 drivers entered. To see all of them over there. And hey, look at that. I just talked about all those Murdoch fans. He's back out onto the speedway. There you see the 01. This is my first time seeing these SRX machines on the racetrack ever. Haven't even got to test drive them. Can't give you the feedback of that. But what I can tell you is supposedly, from what these racers have told me, they drive like the old late model here on the iRacing platform. Kind of tank-ish. So they can take a beating and keep on ticking. We'll see if Murdoch can tick away some of those laps down. Maybe he's still got some speed left in that car. We'll have to find out together. 62 of TJ Henson still down on pit road. It actually looks like he may have called it an evening here tonight for the number 62 of TJ Henson. Henson being scored back into the 17th position currently here at Nashville. Ken Allen back out onto the raceway, so is Chad Allcares. Both of them currently staying on the lead lap as we continue to pace here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Max Terra, who is your race leader here tonight, making his 74th career start. So he will lead us back to green flag racing. Lights are out on the iRacing.com pace car, so we're ready to go. Ariel down to the bottle side. Brian Bianchi working the outside banking here. Out of turn 2, everybody continuing to chase the number 42 of Max Terra. The battle is for the second spot with Michael Trevarthen down to the bottom side. You got Bianchi still working the outside. One lap back to green, and it is Max Terra, Michael Trevarthen. Oh, Bianchi down on the apron. He's going to spin the number 14 out. So a solo spin by the driver out of Massachusetts. Going to bring that caution flag out here for the third time tonight. Take the look back, see what happened to Brian Bianchi. Got in on the brakes, and the car jumped sideways on him. Slight contact to the inside wall. I don't suspect that to be any, well, performance issues here tonight for the driver of car number 14. Helmet camera with Bianchi. You actually heard he got into the back of the number 2 of Michael Trevarthen. So the third caution flag of the night waving here. That was lap number 15 for Brian Bianchi. So that is good news for Richard Murdoch. Murdoch going to get a lap back here. So for all the Murdoch fans, look, there he is. He's getting a lap back. Talked about him being 8 laps behind. Now he's only 7 laps behind. So like I said, there's still hope. The way this one's going, there is still hope for Richard Murdoch. driver coming back out of pit road. That's down. That is Bob Higgins, along with the number 46. That is Cody Meadows coming out of pit road. Very early here tonight for these drivers. These drivers very aggressive and racy here early, trying to sing a little pretty song. Hopefully they stay away from those Broadway chairs downtown. Any Morgan Wallen fans may catch that one. Not the chair. Stay away from it. Just 2 weeks ago, when Al Smith was live on the air here with your race fans, when these SRX machines were last out onto the speedway, 3 weeks ago, I guess you really should count it. Oxford Plains is where they were. Well, Al was at Oxford Plains with the SRX cars and red light racing. Myself, I was actually at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. No racing was going on, unfortunately, while I was rolling through town, but I did get to stop. And right outside turn number 4, there's a little bit of an electrical box. If you look at an overhead view of the speedway, I had the pleasure of standing on top of that and just taking it in at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Our camera crew getting a good look right there, right by the blue little ticket shack over there on the exit of turn number 4. Really nice facility down there in Nashville. And actually, it was an unplanned stop at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway while we were out on our adventure. I was actually on the way back from Walmart, headed back to the hotel, and I just happened to take a look down at the GPS. And I went, wait a minute, on the GPS, that looks like a racetrack just 1 block over. And it was the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. An unintended, impromptu stop, I guess you can say. Ready to go back racing, and we're green flag here at Nashville. Max Terrell getting a work over. That's the number 2 of Michael Trevarth into the outside here out of turn number 2. Drag race down the back straightaway. Trevarth and making Max work for it. At the line, Michael Trevarthen going to be the race leader that time by, so the first lead change of the evening. The outside lane working for Michael Trevarthen, and he'll slop down and slam the door on the number 42. Michael Trevarthen taking the race lead and trying to run away and hide. How about the switch tire, number 53? That is Victor Valls back here. He had the momentum onto the outside, trying to do exactly what the number 2 of Michael Trevarthen just did, but he's going to lose the ground. He's going to fall back into running third. So it's Trevarthen, Terrill, Williamson, Valls, and Bragg, the top 5. And who is that? Well, that is the Feeney call. Number 38 of Brandon Feeney. He's back here battling. That is Rob Higgins. Joshua Buckley right there trying to find a hole here tonight. Josh Buckley, a big New York Giants fan. I guess you should really call them the New Jersey Giants, really, playing in New Jersey. But they're the New York Giants. And the draft is tonight. He's hoping for a good draft class for his team. Drivers back here look like they're slipping and sliding. There's Aiden Alvecchio on the 271. He was a little sideways. These drivers letting it all hang out definitely here tonight. Brian Bianchi making his way back through the field. There you see the Culpeppers Bakery and Cafe, number 14, MA, going around the outside. Go where they ain't. Brian Bianchi has not come to pit road either after his spin, so this is still on the original tires that he started the night on. He's making that ground up one way or another here. Just behind them, that's the number 46 of Cody Meadows in the green, white, and black Fox Racing entry. Not on the lead lap here for Meadows. He is 4 laps down currently here on our scoring. So he is just trying to find a way around the battle. He's not in it, just trying to find a way around. Ken Allen and Chris Oliver battling. They're back here for the 13th and 14th spot, respectively, on the speedway. One driver to the inside wall here. That'll bring out the 4th caution flag. That'll be the driver out of South Carolina, the 271 of Aiden Alvecchio. Take a look back here in a couple of seconds and see what happened to Aiden Alvecchio here tonight on Nashville on the front straightaway. And there it is. The crew has it. There's the Top Row Brewing number 70 just behind him. And Aiden lost it there, and yeah, he met the inside wall. Don't know how much damage is really done to the number 271 of Aiden Alvecchio. We can ride on board if we have that shot, and they say we do. Just a little wheel spin out of control for the 271. Not able to catch it. That's what puts us under the yellow here for the fourth time on lap number 30. And as we take a break from the loud pedal here tonight, we're going to take a break here from behind the microphone. We'll be right back here to the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway for more racing action with the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here, race fans, just in time as we go down the back straightaway. These drivers are ready to turn it loose once again. It'll be 34 laps in the books. Michael Trevarthen now going to have to battle with Max Terriot, who was on the outside as the green flag waves once again here at the Music City. And listen to the engines roar. What a music sound that is. Oh, a big wiggle for Mr. Wiggle on the bottom. Trevarthen, you now have company caution lights. Caution lights on the speedway again. The fifth caution flag here on lap number 36, so back-to-back yellow flags here. There's the Feeney call, number 38 of Brandon Feeney. What happened to the old Canadian? Feeney down on the bottom, looks like he lost it getting under braking, and lost it again and nosed it hard into the inside retaining wall. How hard was it? Well, only one way to really find out, isn't there? And that's to see if we can get that bumper camera here tonight for Brandon Feeney. Let's try it. Hard onto the brakes to stay out of that Big Bruce Customs entry. Oh. Yeah, that's a little heavy contact there for Feeney. So Feeney going to grab the back of the field. He did not gun to pit road with the Feeney call, number 38. So Feeney going to stay out there as long as he can. Now he's going to see if anybody can draft him like a running back in the NFL draft here tonight. And see if he can storm through the field back to the front. There's only one Storm from the north, and he has taken back the race lead, and that's number 42 of Max Terriel. Terriel being scored as the race leader. Let's show you the whole scoring on the left-hand side of your screen here tonight. Find where your favorite driver is running. Only one driver officially out of tonight's race, and that is TJ Henson. He completed 7 laps here tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Murdoch's still out there. He is still, I believe it is 7 laps down. Meadows is 2 laps down. So the Murdoch entry, who got wrapped up in the, call it turn 2 wreck on the opening lap. He is back here into the 17th spot, and I believe he just went another lap down. See Murdoch sitting there. See if he's able to get back out onto the speedway. So the track here tonight playing a little bit of a downer for these drivers. They had the high hopes that they were going to be putting on one heck of a show. 2 wide racing here around the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. They said the Elliots could do it. It can't be that hard, right? Lights are out, though, so that's good news for all the race fans for tuning in, that are tuning in, I should say. And we thank you for tuning in here tonight to catch this race here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Closing in on halfway, working the 5th caution flag of the night. See, we get a long green flag stretch here in this time for these drivers. See, we can really see who has that long run pace that we always seem to find here on a Thursday night. So with pace car in, green flag back into the air. Here we go, another great start. The outside lane getting some really good restarts. We saw Trevarthen take the race lead. We saw Terriel take the race lead from the outside. Everybody battling hard at the front of the field here to try and take the race lead before the halfway point home here tonight. See who can control it. It'll be Max Terriel at the line. It's Terriel, Trevarthen, Williamson, Vals, Bragg, Higgins, Bianchi working his way back into the top 10. He's going right now after. That's the number 40 of Rob Higgins. Higgins holding the 6th position here currently here on that restart. So if Bianchi can get back into 6th, then it's Dave Bragg in the Big Bruce Customs entry. Richard Murdoch not returning to the racetrack after that yellow flag. He's still down on pit road. See Bianchi now trying to go to the outside. Joshua Buckley trying to hold off. That is the orange and blue Top Row Brewing. Reach for the top, number 70. Look at that paint scheme by McCormick. Not bias or anything with the orange on it. I'm telling you, it's not the orange drawn my eye to it. Feedy locked in a battle. Here comes the Frontier Airlines number 17 of Chad Allcares. Again, that's the 46 of Meadows there in that Fox Racing entry. Meadows is still being scored 2 laps down back into the 16th position. So that is not a battle for Chad Allcares. Allcares just kind of lays down and gives him that spot on the speedway for the time being. There you go. Brian Bianchi using the outside lane here at Nashville. That new dynamic track here. Making it work. So now put Brian Bianchi back up into the 6th spot where he started. Look at Joshua Buckley go right around the outside, and they're going to try and bring Steve McCormick along with them. The outside lane working very well for these drivers in the mid-pack. So look at McCormick pick up his 9th position going around the outside of Rob Higgins. Higgins now going to start to move to the outside there because here comes Ken Allen. There's the Oscar Mayer entry. Brandon Feeney closing in the back there. That's number 30 of Bob Higgins. So Bob Higgins having himself a night. Just one spot outside the top 10. Trying to rally here. This time by will be halfway in, halfway home. 4-car breakaway. Caution lights is on the back straightaway. The 6th caution flag. Caution flag waving here at the halfway point on lap number 50 for the Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe number 14 MA. Take the look. Car unloading there for the 14 of Brian Bianchi. Got a nice onboard camera shot courtesy of our friends at the Checkered Flag Auto Supply, and you just heard it. It just spun the tires coming up off the corner and just not able to hang on to it. A couple drivers taking the advantage here of this caution flag coming to pit road. Like the first one out of pit road here. Taking a gander. Aiden Alvecchione. Or nope, Aiden came down to lap number 32 under the caution flag. So it'll be Bob Higgins, Brian Bianchi, Ken Allen, and Chad Allcares who were down on pit road. They all come back out. I've got another retiree for your race fans. Richard Murdoch has retired from tonight's event here at Nashville. He will be given a 17th place finish at the end of this one. So out front is Max Terrell, Dalton Williamson in second, Michael Trevorth, and Victor Valls. Dave Bragg, the top 5 here from Nashville. Home of country music is what I saw on a t-shirt walking around Nashville a couple weeks ago. See if we get that one to go. If not, then nope, we're not. So we're going to be right back here to Nashville.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
And look at that. Right as we took the green flag, we bring you back live here to Nashville. Dalton Williamson went to the outside of Max Terra. The outside on the restart, just absolutely dominating the race here tonight. Williamson jumps out to the new race leader over Terry Alton. Victor Valls trying to work over that 3rd position. Car number 2 there of Michael Trevorth and Joshua Buckley holding the 5th position just behind them. And then it is Dave Bragg in the switch tire. There's a big old tire on Dave Bragg's car. We'll show you that here in a little bit. Once this battle fizzles down, the switch tire number 53, Victor Valls, though, showing a lot of speed, and he's utilizing that outside lane here. With the new iRacing Dynamic track, the outside lane has finally come back here to iRacing, and we love it, especially on these short tracks. Now you see a little bit of a slip that time down to 3 and 4 for the switch tire number 53 of the Double V. Michael Trevarthen able to come out on top of that, but take a look here. Look at that big tire on the front nose piece here of the number 31. That is Dave Bragg, driver out of Canada. He's got Big Bruce over there doing his custom paints, and just look at it. That is a huge tire. I thought my head was big. That tire on the number 31, that is big. So as we work lap number 61, also notice back into the top 10, that is Brian Bianchi. And Bianchi did come to pit road, got 2 tires put on his race car. So Bianchi trying to tear back through the field. Just ahead of Bianchi, though, is the Top Row Brewing number 70. That is Steve McCormick. And McCormick has picked up 10 spots, started way back. 17th position here tonight for McCormick is where he started. And now he's up inside the top 10. He's got the, that 14 machine. Coming to the outside, Brian Bianchi, a lot of speed in the Culpeper's Bakery Cafe, number 14 MA here tonight. We've seen him out front to start tonight, then spun. Came back through the field, spun. Now he's having to come back through the field for the 3rd time as he gets around McCormick. He's got fresher tires, and now's his chance to use them, trying to work down to the inside. That's Dave Bragg, number 31, out in front of Bianchi. That's the next driver that Bianchi's going after. And a little bit of a wiggle there by Dave Bragg. Bragg holding the bottom side of the speedway. Going to let Bianchi have the outside. It's where we've seen all the passes here tonight done on the outside. There it is, Bianchi. Will take that spot from Bragg. Now Brandon Feeney, he's also been to pit road. He's trying to work his way through the field. Oh no, Feeney gonna nose it hard down to the inside wall. Caution flag. Caution flag coming out. For the 7th time here on lap number 66. And I don't mean Route 66. Watch it back. The Feeney call, number 38 of Brandon Feeney. Down on the bottom, and just right there at that restart line. We've seen a couple of the drivers here tonight get loose and spin them around. So that's what the caution flag is for here. For the 7th time here at Nashville, we go yellow lights all around the speedway. So as we are back under the yellow flag, a couple drivers coming to pit road here. Number 42, Max Theriault coming to pit road. Victor Valls coming to pit road. Dave Bragg, Joshua Buckley, McCormick, Higgins, Oliver, all cares. Everybody taking the advantage here. They think it is late enough in this race that they could put the tires on and work themselves to the front of the field. First driver to drop the jack, going to be Joshua Buckley. He'll take 2 tires. Max Terrell and everybody else putting 4 tires on the machines. Here comes Steve McCormick. He took 2 tires also. Drag race for the drivers that put 4 tires on. It'll be Max Terrell, Rob Higgins, Victor Valls, Aiden Alvecchione, Dave Bragg coming out of pit road. A couple drivers will stay out here under the caution flag. That'll be the number 1 of Dalton Williamson, the 2 of Michael Trevarthen, Brian Bianchi, Ken Allen all staying out. So as we pace, we'll pay the bills once again here from Nashville, and we'll be back with more red light racing action.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Look at the timing. Green flag is back out here in the two team cars. The number 1 and the number 2. Williamson to the bottom side, and I believe a couple of them tangling towards the back of the field. I believe that was Brandon Feeney and Joshua Buckley holding on to it. Feeney and I believe it was Higgins got together, so we're going to stay green for the time being, see if they can get their cars going. Driver that takes the race lead, it'll be the number 2, Michael Trevarthen. One car looks like he's spinning the 42, Max Theriot going around. The 8th caution flag of the night. Coming out, the 8th caution flag here on lap number 74. That will help Brandon Feeney and I believe it was Rob Higgins that got together. Take a look. The 42 of Max Theriot just came to pit road and put 4 tires on. He got just into the back of Ken Allen, locked up the tires, and around comes the 42. And the 52, that is Chris Oliver, not able to get woed up in time. So Max not going to be the happiest there for the after hit, but we'll have to see if his tires are still good on the 42, if there's any suspension damage also. Driver getting his lap back will be the number 38 of Brandon Feeney. Feeney will go just 2 laps down now here to the race leaders. With 25 laps to go, the 8th caution flag of the night on the speedway.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships.
back at Nashville, ready to play that music here for you race fans. And it's 8 cylinders of fury as they smash back onto the loud pedal here. Still got the 2 team cars, Trevarthen and Williamson up front here. Williamson to the outside with a good run, and then, it got a little tight off turn number 2. They're drag racing down the back straightaway. Look who's sitting in third now. That is Brian Bianchi. Back to green, and it'll be the outside prevailing again. That number 1 machine now to the point here at Nashville. And he'll slip it down into turn number 1. Here comes the 2 of Trevarthen back down to the inside, and we're going to have to continue to keep the eye on the battle for the race lead. Joshua Buckley just behind this group of cars, and Bianchi into the wall. Bianchi into the wall. It's going to collect Joshua Buckley. The 9th caution flag of the night, as Bianchi was trying to hold on to her up there. And look, watch the 14, the red and black entry on the outside. Going to get a little tight into the wall, and it bounces and ricochets right into Joshua Buckley. Bob Higgins getting involved. Take a look here. Right on board with Bob Higgins. This is his onboard helmet camera. He hit the brakes and the car just going around. Didn't actually hit any of the competitors. Actually just got himself into the outside retaining wall. What happened to Victor? Did he also... he got crossed up. He just got the car crossed up out of control. He went down into the corner after the caution flag was out. Victor spinning on his own down here in the corner. Victor Valls was going to be about to be scored in the 4th position, but now will be scored, I think, outside the top 10. Victor hang on to it. He misses the wreck, drives it down into the corner, and into the outside wall he went. So the 9th caution flag waving of the evening. That was with 20 laps to go. Taking a look at it, Brian Bianchi jumped himself to pit road, and it looks like he is going to end his night. Unfortunately, the driver of the 14 very, very fast here tonight for Brian Bianchi, but will not be the finishing spot he is going to deserve with a fast car like that. So Trevarthen and Williamson putting on a show. Just behind them, that is going to be Ken Allen here, who will restart the 81. Remember Allen? Allen got in trouble on the opening laps here tonight. Had to go to the tail. Had to come to pit road a handful of times to get that car fixed. A wave around. And now he's in contention here for a race win in Nashville. Dave Braga sitting right there in the switch tire entry. He's been around the 4th or 5th place car all night long, it seems, in that number 31. He pitted back on lap number 67, so he's got fresh tires. That's Chad Allcares, Cody Meadows, Steve McCormick, Aiden Alvecchione, Victor Valls, Joshua Buckley will stay out here, and he will restart into the 10th position. Looking at the car just behind there, that number 40, that's the one I was talking about. The right front wheel is pointed at about 30 degrees the wrong direction. Actually, the whole front end assembly looks like it is pointed in the wrong direction. So we'll see what happens here for Rob Higgins, see if that car can hold together, because the lights are out, so it'll be 14 laps of green flag racing if we can get it. Michael Trevarthen to the inside. Dalton Williamson to the outside here. 15 to go, 14 to go at the line when we go back. Green flag racing. You see the outside lane prevail, and we're going to see it again. Williamson going to the point here, and he will get down in front of his teammate. Williamson now out front here at Nashville. But look at Trevarthen try and get the run off the corner. Oh, a big wiggle for Williamson. Trevarthen had to lift out of the throttle, almost get into the back. Battle is just behind them, though. Cody Meadows. That's right, Cody Meadows in the Fox. That black, green, and white entry back there. He was at one point here tonight 3 laps down. Now finding himself, well, right here into the 4th position. Trying to get around Ken Allen, who's down to the inside of him. And that is Chad Allcares. Allcares was multiple laps down here tonight. He's back on the lead lap also, and he is just outside the top 5. Aidan Alvecchio went for a spin tonight in the 271. He is running in 7th here in the closing laps. This time by, we should see the double high 5 at the flag stand for the race leaders. Williamson will be the first one to see it as he's coming off turn 4 right now. So with double high 5 into the air, just 10 more times around the speedway here at Nashville. Meadows trying to get to the inside here on Dave Bragg. Not able to do it down to 1 and 2, but Aidan Alvecchio is down to the inside here. That is the switch tire 53 of Victor Valls, and Valls hard into the outside wall. Victor Valls slamming the outside wall with a switch tire entry. Now he's going to make his way down to the inside, see if he can get that car brought back around here. A lot of damage done to the 53 of Victor Valls. Caution flag is going to come out. Bob Higgins around on the back straightaway.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money.
Well, cut the prize money from iRacing and let's bring it back. Green Flag Racing. It'll be a 3-lap shootout here. 3-lap shootout between Williamson, Trevarthen, Meadows, Bragg. All cares. Max Terriot working his way back into the picture also. So with just 3 laps to go, who will pick up the big old winner's check here? Look at Meadows. All Green Fox entries here at the front of the field. And, well, one driver headed to the inside wall there. We'll see if we're able to stay racing here with just the old popsicle sticks up. It's 2 more times around. This time off turn number 4. Williamson going to be looking for the one to go here. White flag is flying. Just one more lap around, brought to us here tonight by Culpeper's Bakery Cafe. It is Williamson out front looking to pick up a win. Williamson will come out of turn 4. He will pick up the win here tonight. It will be his 36th career win with the series. It'll be Williamson, Trevarthen, Meadows all going across the line 1, 2, and 3. Terriot will rally back for a 4th. All cares in 5th. Bragg in the 6th position. 7th will be Ken Allen. 9th is going to be Aiden Alvecchio. 7th was Allen. 8th was Buckley. 9th was Alvecchio. And 10th was Rob Higgins here tonight. So as those drivers are going to do a little bit of celebrating, I do believe, we will wait and see if we can talk to the race winner here tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. And we will be able to do that right away because, well, we already have him. He is standing by here tonight, the driver of car number 1. How about it, Dalton? A win here tonight, and it seemed like the high lane was where you got it done.
Yeah, the high lane definitely had more grip in it. It was definitely cooler. So that's why I selected it there on the last restart, and turned out it worked.
It worked on that final restart. Is that something you saw coming into the night that may be a big factor here tonight? The outside lane, the dynamic track iRacing told us was back.
On the restarts, yeah, but past that with the tire we have, no. After about 5 laps, it was bottom feeding like normal.
These cars new to us. It's only the 2nd time we've ever seen them here on a Thursday night. How do they handle out there? It looked like a handful here at Nashville.
The first few laps, drive like a school bus. Other than that, kind of drive like a super late model.
So what you're saying is you are one heck of a school bus driver.
I suppose.
Hey, it was a great run for you here tonight. So for what is the 36th time in your career, let's roll this old, dirty, musty red carpet out and hand you the microphone.
First and foremost, Turn 3 Racing Network, you Roger for the broadcast work, and Brett, league sponsor, Checkered Flag Auto Supply, Reb Esports, the family for watching, EPI, Platinum RV Services, and other than that, I see you next week, hopefully.
There you have it. The champ says, race fans, that's it, and I'll see you next week. So that will be Dalton Williamson parking in Victory Lane here tonight. How about we hear from the driver that will finish P number 2? Well, the car number 1 won the race. Car number 2, Mike, finishes 2nd. What happened there? How do you let Williamson beat you?
The restarts were good up top. You could kind of pin the guy down on the bottom. So hats off to Dalton for the win there. Really, I think that's what it came down to. We were really too equal up front. Really had to rattle somebody's cage, and these cars were already evil. So didn't think rattling somebody's cage was ideal. Apologize for getting into Richard there at the beginning. Like I said, rolling the bottom pretty well. I don't know if he just stomped on it or just wasn't back on the throttle when I was. So apologies to Richard for getting into it there.
So you had that little tango then, but then you had a big battle. You battled with Max Terriot. You battled with Williamson. Where did the number 2 really like to be here tonight? We saw you wiggle on the outside. We saw you wiggle on the bottom.
Yeah, she was a handful all over. I learned in practice you had to be really careful with it because she would get snapped loose on you just out of the blue. So I think we were tiptoeing off the corners a little bit there. So, but I felt like we had some pretty good speed. I felt like can't really say we saved a whole lot. There was enough cautions there. We were probably had maybe 20 laps of hot laps on those tires. So I still think we had plenty of tire left there.
Plenty of tire. You're going to use it next week on the late model when we head to Myrtle Beach?
Let's do it. Turtles and all.
You gotta love those turtles. So, what do you say we let you go out there, practice? We know you put a lot of laps in, so who do you got to thank for a P number 2 here tonight?
Big shout out to Rev Esports, Dalton, Josh. Big shout out to you in the booth there, Roger. You guys do a great job, whether it's you or Brett. The admins here at Red Light Racing. Our title sponsor, Checkered Auto Supply, for all the help they do here. Give a shout out to the family, and hats off to Cody and Dave for a great run there.
There you have it. Mr. Wiggle himself will finish P number 2. That leaves us with one driver left here on the podium. And what did you know it, race fans? He had the same paint scheme as the drivers that finished 1, 2, and he brings it home in third here tonight. How about it, Cody Meadows? Your first time on the podium here on a Thursday night. Had to battle back and work for this one.
Yeah, this was a doozy of a race. Had some technical difficulties, obviously. I'm a bit disappointed there, but being able to come back to get a third place, I couldn't be happier.
How does it feel? You say you couldn't be happier. You raced against some of the best drivers with Williamson, Trevarthen. You battled with them. You passed Max Terrion here tonight. How does it feel to be on the podium with the drivers out here?
I'm ecstatic. I've been at a bit of a loss with different groups and leagues at the moment. I've been trying to work my way back up into the sim with the different leagues and stuff. And I got recommended this group, and thank you for whoever, I don't know the name exactly, but whoever it was, for allowing me to show up halfway through the season and to be able to race with these guys. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I've been worried sick that I was going to get out here these past 2 weeks and make a fool of myself on the track. But to be able to come out, race pretty hard like I would normally do, and pull up a podium finish like tonight, I'm so happy.
Well, you ran yourself a great race after rebounding. What do you think, though? We see you from Martinsville, Virginia. We have that track on the schedule this year. How do you feel once we get to Martinsville for championship night?
Oh, I'm excited. Martinsville being my home track, I've been there quite a few times, but to be able to race there on the sim, it's so fun going there because you don't know what to expect when you get on the track. But I'm tickled. I'm excited. I cannot wait for that night, and I'm going to put forth my effort to try to get a win there, even though I'm going to try to keep it clean like I was told, because people are battling for a championship. But that being my home track, it's kind of like it's the saying, "This is my turf." But I'm definitely going to put forth the effort to get a win there.
Well, you were on the turf of the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway here tonight, Cody, and a great showing for you in that number 46. What do you say we pass you the microphone? Who's out there tonight that you got to give the big shout-outs, the thank yous, the I love yous?
A big thanks to my folks for helping me get the money to buy all the equipment and stuff to run iRacing. And thank you and Turn 3 for coming out broadcasting these events. Thanks again to the group of guys for allowing me to come out and race with them. Big thank you to Vela and Nikki. Y'all mean the world to me. Thank you for coming out and watching these races that you don't have to. Y'all, thank you so much.
There you hear it. Cody Meadows, the driver out of Virginia, here tonight. Will finish on the podium. So all three Fox, green, black, and white machines will finish 1, 2, and 3 here tonight at Nashville. Coming home in fourth was going to be the 42 of Max Terriot. Then it was the fifth place driver, the car number 17 of Chad Allcares. Those are your top 5 unofficial results here as we get ready to leave the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Where does that leave us? Well, we're going to head, well, just over to Myrtle Beach Speedway. That's right, we're going to go to the famous Myrtle Beach Speedway. Myrtle Beach may no longer be a standing racetrack in the real world, but fortunately for all of us iRacers, Myrtle Beach was scanned and put into the database here with iRacing, so we can always remember the Speedway and race on in its memory. So with that being said here tonight, race fans, we hope you enjoyed tonight's show here from the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show, and until we see you next time, race fans, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.